Cocaine is a highly addictive stimulant drug that alters a person's nervous system. It can make a person have physical and neurological effects when using it. Cocaine is a highly addictive and deadly. Cocaine is very common among teens and young adults because it is known to be a party drug. It is common among a lot of college students and is where addiction normally starts. It's been reported that up to almost 40% of college kids are using cocaine or have used it in the past. In 2021, around 24,486 people died from cocaine overdose just in the United States, with it mainly being a party drug than a chill drug. It is more common in college towns and the big known cities around the world. Cocaine is a stimulant drug that is taken and isolated from plant leaves of the cocoa plant. The cocoa plants are native to South America. Cocaine is not an all-natural plant-based drug like other drugs. For cocaine to be made, it is made with multiple chemicals and processes. The plant is dried and the leaves are soaked in an alkaline substance to turn its powder into paste. After that, the cocaine paste is set aside for a purification process, which would send it to a gasoline stage. It is soaked in gasoline and then filtered and dried to make it powder-like. The cocaine is made and sent off to distributors who sell it pure or cut it with any other type of powder to increase the volume of its profit. There are multiple different ways of using cocaine. First is snorting. It is normally taken through the nose where it's absorbed by the bloodstream and taken to the brain fast. Injecting. It can be mixed with water and injected anywhere so the high intensifies and the high comes much quicker. Smoking. It can be made into a crystal form, which is also known as crack, and smoked. This is also much faster and so intense. Or orally. It can be put into pills and taken by mouth, but the high comes much slower and is not as intense. Cocaine produces a great sense of dopamine, change in energy, and a great feeling of excitement and confidence. Cocaine also has great negative side effects. Short-term effects of cocaine occur during its use. A normal dosage of cocaine constricts the blood cells, dilates one's pupils, and increases body temperature, heart rate, and blood pressure. It can also leave a person with a reduced appetite, delusions, and hallucinations, and anxiety. An abnormal amount of cocaine can lead to irrational actions as well as violent behavior. Long-term effects of cocaine lead to addiction and withdrawal when not used. With long-term use, a person's tolerance increases, so more is required to achieve the high. The likeliness of overdose skyrockets. When the addiction of cocaine is through the nose route, it can cause a lot of nasal problems such as nosebleeds, loss of smell, throat problems, and irritation to the nose area all around. Using needles can cause higher risk of HIV, hepatitis C, with a loss of cellular immunity. Respiratory problems also stem from it, as well as extreme memory loss, mood swings, depression, and fertility problems. Long-term use of cocaine can also normally lead to death if not taken control of. Cocaine was used in many different ancient societies. Some of the societies were the Incan, Moche, and Aztec. The Incan society was very heavily focused on the cocoa leaves. It was a big part of their culture. They used cocoa leaves for mostly labor-oriented work. They would chew on the leaves for the juice so they could work all day without getting hungry or thirsty. They also used it for medical purposes. By chewing on the leaves, it would cause release of stomach aches and pain when placed on their wounds. The cocoa leaves were also part of their economy. They were used for trading goods such as meats, potatoes, beans, and vegetables. The Mocha Society. The Mocha Society used the cocoa leaves for religious purposes. The cocoa leaves were used in religious rituals and were viewed as sacred and a ceremonial plant. The normal class people in the Mocha Society also chewed cocoa leaves for the benefit of it reducing hunger, thirst, and ability for them to work long hours. The Aztecs used cocoa leaves as well. According to Chagua, cocoa leaves were chewed by the Aztecs to alleviate hunger and fatigue and were also used as a stimulant during long periods of fasting. They were also used in religious ceremonies and offerings, particularly to honor the god Xochicalco. In conclusion, cocaine is a very well-known drug around the world. It is used in all aspects of life: party, rave, working class, college kids, and junkies. Cocaine can be taken and used for many different reasons. However, the use starts in old teens/young adults. It gives a person a sense of euphoria and energy that can only be achieved with cocaine, but it has extreme side effects and can result in death. Cocaine in the ancient times was more for the benefits of it rather than the euphoric side. Its main role was for religious purposes and working class people for the less hunger and thirst. In ancient cultures, they also used the leaves and didn't go through the whole process of making it into a powder.